Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Obviously, words have meaning, and we have to pay attention when we read something on the terms, the words used by the authors of the articles we read, because they might use euphemisms, they might use certain kind of synonyms that would really change the whole perception of what the person reports. Therefore, pay a lot of attention on the words, because sometimes they use words loosely and sometimes they use certain kind of terms in a certain way. We know that, but just as a reminder, a gentle reminder. So we have this article here from the Kiev Independent. This is the title. Prigozhin claims Wagner Group to recruit 30,000 mercenaries by mid-May. Well, I would like to, this is one of those words that I would like you to pay attention to, okay? They are not called, a private military company, they are called mercenaries. Something that these guys or whomever will not use from the free mass media when they would talk about, let's say, if you remember the Blackwater, the guys who were famous during the Iraq invasion to bring freedom and democracy to the Iraqi poor people. So they talk about those guys as contractors, but these guys are mercenaries. And if I put one in one group, I should put the other one in the same group and vice versa. Anyway, 30,000 mercenaries, from where is he going to take them? He's going to open recruitment centers in the United States of America? Or in Western Europe? We'll see. So, Yevgeny Prigozhin. So, Wagner Group founder Prigozhin claimed that the Russian mercenary group, so it's not a private military company, intends to up its recruits by 30,000 by mid-May. Prigozhin added that Wagner recruitment centers, which he said last week, have opened in 42 cities across Russia, sign on 500 to 800 people per day. I doubt that, but hey, if you have this, if this would be a good number, an accurate number, which I personally doubt that, but hey, I don't know, then they must be paying a lot of money. Otherwise, no, I don't understand why the Russians would not open up their recruitment centers for whomever wants to volunteer in the Russian army per se, and then you was going to be increasing the number to 10 million. And then then I just made a video a minute ago on NATO bringing about 300,000 forces at the border. They call it eastern border of NATO. I don't understand, is NATO now a country? It has borders. Anyway, euphemisms and all these kind of little things that will creep in later. Now they call it a border, and we don't have any problem with that. We kind of like look at that like suspect word. What do you mean border, eastern border? But then that's going to turn to something else. And you know who's in charge of NATO, and NATO is in Europe too, so you know who's taking over. Red Rover. So let's go back to this little article with his mercenaries. He provided no evidence to back up his claims. Okay, how about it is confidential? Can he say that? Or top secret, as FBI says or CIA in the United States of America, when you have the director coming to testify in front of the Senate commission of whatever, and say, well, yes, sir, your mom is a criminal, but I can disclose the evidence because it's an ongoing investigation and it's top secret, and that would reveal the identity of our agents. Did you hear that happening? Yes. Not with the mom being that, but anyway, with other things. So how does that work? But this doesn't work that way. Well, because these are criminals, and that guy is a respected FBI or CIA director. You got that? All right, now, let's move on. Weasels. Again, the Kremlin-controlled mercenary group has been assisting Russia's military in trying to capture Ukraine's eastern city of Bakhmut for months, as Moscow tries to consolidate its grip over the entire Donetsk Oblast, around half of which it currently controls. However, the Institute of Study of War, now, I started reading about this think tank since they started, being used somehow by the Ukrainian media, by American media. And first I thought that they're objective, kind of, and then I said, no, you're not studying, you just have a name, and you're used in order to push a certain kind of narrative. So then for me, when I hear that, I'm like, okay, I got it. Setting an assessment, it's assessment. Now the assessment on March 16 that the Wagner group's offensive on Bakhmut appears to be nearing culmination. Well, okay, good for you. I take this one as you tell me that I will win a lottery without even playing. Since May last year, between 20 to 30,000 Wagner and regular Russian forces have been killed and wounded in the area around Bakhmut alone. A huge loss. Okay, this is what they say. UK military advisor, again, we don't believe these guys either, because we know what happened in Iraq and the information we got from that one. So basically you have to get out of this that Prigozhin, you don't have to believe him either, says that the 42, I think, recruitment centers that I don't know if there are there or not either, because like this you can't believe anything. Oh, you know what happened actually? They can say, oh, the Russians almost encircled, let's say, Bakhmut. All right, who says that? Someone. Can you look deeper? You're gonna hear someone saying something else. So who's telling the truth? We have to, take it like this. We can analyze it as much as we can. We are not there to really say, okay, Prigozhin, give me the list. Let me count the people. You're Ivan. You're, I don't know, Nikifor. You're Vladimir. You're whomever. I don't have Sergei and who else. I can't do that. So when these guys say, well, it is not true, that's going to be seen, when it's going to be seen when the Wagner groups will have capture more territory or not capture more territory. And we're going to find out probably in, maybe 10 years when a courageous investigating journalist will be allowed to publish his findings. That's always what happens, because if you publish it somewhere else, then you're considered as Snowden, remember, as being a traitor and all that. But hey, what can you do? Maybe you go to a country where you feel defended and you can publish those things, and the other side will point out that you are just a liar because you associate yourself with the liars. That's what. Anyway, there's no, nobody lies here. I think we all lie, okay? Or we lie, and will lie in the future. It's more or less. That's the only variable here. It's not, I'm not going to tell all about lie. Maybe, good for you. But if you never lied, that's quite an achievement. But I'm pretty sure when you were in grade school, you lied. Oh no, I didn't pinch her butt. Yes, you did. I saw you. I saw him pinching her butt. Pretty sure things like this happen. No, I didn't pick that lollipop from your desk. No, it was not me. Anyway, my friends, 30,000. We'll see if that helps. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.